Hey guys, today we're going to look at this drill and see what we can do about this here. Yeah, I'm sure you've all seen something like this happen to your cords and everything. This one's pretty bad. So we're going to see if we can take this and maybe slide it up in here, replace what's in there. Take a look at it and see what we can try to figure out, see if we can do a decent repair on this or not. Because it's pretty dangerous like this, because you never know when those wires are going to break, and using the drill. And so let's see. Oh, there we go. That wasn't that bad. And that's what we got here. I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything with that. Looks like it's molded right into it. Get this out of the way. No, I guess it's not molded into it, but it's like it was put in there while this was warm, because it's just really tight around there. So let's see. And of course we can't take it. We can take the red loose, but the black goes right up in to the switch. And I don't know if we can take that out or not. Take the black out, that is. I would think you should be able to, because they have to assemble this somehow, right? I'm just trying to figure out how to get this thing out. There we go. So I don't know what the problem was. Let's see. Yeah, I really don't know what. I feel I had to do something with that right there. You have to push it up, because there's that plastic lip right down there. I think it was going over. This is the back of it right there. But yeah, well, we got it out, so that's the most important thing. Now, they got the black labeled as load, which is true because the white is usually the neutral. So now there's got to be a trick to this. Otherwise they wouldn't give you this little slot right here next to the wire. And I'm not sure what it takes. Oh, there you go. So I pushed down. If I had something straight, I pushed straight down on it and it released the wire. And this one has the same thing. Push down on it if you want to take that one out. But we don't have to worry about that anymore for right now. Let's get this tape off here. See how bad these wires really look. The wires look good. They're not broke or anything. It just it's a safety thing, because you never know when these things will dry out enough to where they'll just crack and start showing the wires in there. So I don't know if we're gonna get these out of here, get this out of here. Might have to heat this whole thing up and try to pull it out. Well, I'm pulling the white wires out right now, or the white and black wire. So pulling it out is going to be easy. Getting it in, that's another story. So let's just pull this out and see what we get into. There we go. It's a little tough. Now the outside insulation of this wire is still in here. You can tell by that right there. So we just pulled the wires out. We have to cut this off and try to get this fed back through there so we have good end on there. Let's see. And they probably got it glued in there. Glued, or when it was heated up, it kind of melted together. I think I'm just stretching it right now. It's probably going to snap. So it would probably be best to heat this thing up. Maybe put it in some boiling water or something. Yeah, I just ripped it. Some boiling water, or throw it in the nuker, the microwave, or a heat gun. But then it will be really hot to hang on to. I have a heat gun sitting right here. There we go. Look at that. You can see all the way through it now. Yep. So you can see also through these holes. You can see the table underneath here. So if you focus some heat inside there, that'll help loosen this up. And I was just, you see me just twisting it to pull it away from the edge in there and pulling it out at the same time. It was kind of hard to get this down in there to grab some because I already broke it all off, but you can see it worked. So as long as we keep this warm, I'm thinking we'll be able to slide this through there. And I'm going to leave this stuff on there. We'll cut this off afterwards. But I'm going to make it a little bit easier and get rid of some of this string that's on here. So now, make sure we put it in the right end, right? Get it started in there. Oh, look at that. Nice. Nice. Look at that. Now that was easier than what I thought it was going to be. So that's good. And so we'll leave it about right there because that's about where they had it from the factory. So that's good. Now we just need to cut the wires down and tin the ends and throw this baby back together. So let's take a guess about right there. And this is, I'm sure, 14 gauge. Put it in our little 14 spot there. A little bit more. Seems like it's a hair under 14. So let's try the 16. I don't know why they would use 16. That worked pretty good though. I'm just going to trim a little bit the end off. Had some stray longer ones. All right, into the garbage with all this. Get it out of our way. Now what I'm going to do is put a little flux on the wires because that helps the solder stick to it better. Oop, getting it all over now. Hey, and you know what? I actually turned on my soldering iron before this. Yep. You know me, I'm always forgetting to turn the soldering iron on. I gotta get this heat gun out of the way because we're done with that. Yeah, look at all those nice fumes that I should have my fume extractor hooked up, but I don't. All right, that looks good. Now, let's try to get this back together. I think we can put this switch in first. Well, we'll stick the black wire in there just to make sure we can get in there. So all we have to do is just push it in the hole that it was in, and it should lock automatically. Yeah, now it won't come out, so we're good there. Now we can go ahead and lock this in there. Oops, I forgot to move this wire aside. It was a little tough. Okay, had to get that down from around that corner. It was a little tough for the switch going in. Oh, and then I can pull it right back out. Look at that. There we go. I pushed that thing down and the handle slipped out. And now it doesn't come back out again. So that must be the trick. Push this in, push that up, and it comes right out. So see, when I hit the switch, that came down. I don't know if you can see that. So that's the lock to hold the drill on when you're doing it. So you push this in, you push that up, and you let the switch go and it stays in. And then when you're done having it on all the time without pulling the trigger, you pull the trigger and watch this piece right here. See that popped out? And that's the piece that's actually holding it in here. That's what I was trying to get at. So I'm gonna push that back up. Push the trigger in first, then push that up. And that helps it go in there. Once it's in there, hit the switch, and then now it's back out and it's locked in there. All right, we come back here, we'll put our red wire with our little connector piece. perfect. Now all we have to do is slide this in its spot. Let's see, I was looking to see if there was a difference, but there's no difference. Push that down out of the way. Make sure our red wire is not in the way of this going further forward and reverse switch. So just make sure it's down there out of the way. Once that's in, there we go, all together. That's how that works. Push that in, push that up, that holds it on. So now you can just hold it like this if you want while it's still spinning. When you're done, you go like that, and then it stops. So let's try it. That wasn't too bad. Hope we got no sparks. Plugged in. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Looks like brand new again. There we go. All right, success. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.